But we are going to begin with the concern for so many parents across this country as millions of children head back to school. A certain amount of excitement in getting the kids back into the classroom, but of course a lot of anxiety over this Delta variant, especially with children under 12 still not able to get a vaccine. Tonight here, when that could change. And it comes as 1 million children head back to school here in New York. Today, just one of the cities across the country facing this test. Masks in New York for school children are mandatory. Teachers must also be vaccinated. In the last month alone, 1 million children across the country have tested positive for COVID, prompting that warning from the FDA urging parents to wait for the vaccine authorization process to finish. And amid the new mandate from President Biden for health care workers, one hospital in upstate New York tonight suspending the delivery of babies after several workers resigned over those vaccine mandates. COVID deaths averaging nearly 1,200 each day. That's 6 times higher than just 2 months ago. And tonight, the new opinion piece in a medical journal, 2 FDA reviewers joining the article saying boosters for all might not be needed yet. The FDA is responding on this tonight, and ABC's Stephanie Ramos leading us off here in New York.
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
In New York City today, nearly 1 million kids heading back to school for the first time in 18 months.
This is the place for kids to be safe, to learn, to be together. It works.
Remote learning no longer an option. Masks are mandatory. Air purifiers in the classroom and vaccines are required for teachers and staff. But with the threat of a highly infectious Delta variant, some parents don't want to take a chance.
It's a shame that we're still back here and the situation is even worse. So as a parent, I'm actually keeping my kids home.
In just the last month, 1 million children across the country have tested positive for COVID. As parents wait for the COVID vaccine to be made available to younger children, the FDA is warning them not to seek out vaccinations ahead of FDA authorization, saying in part, children are not small adults.
Kids, are a special group. They're not just little adults, and they require important, long-term safety data to make sure that we're giving the right vaccine to the right kids.
The country now averaging 1,200 deaths a day, 6 times the death toll 2 months ago. One hospital in upstate New York will stop delivering babies after workers resigned over vaccine mandates, meaning women will need to travel farther away. And experts say the virus remains a serious threat to unvaccinated pregnant women. In California, nurse Davi Macias was 7 months pregnant and unvaccinated when she and her husband Daniel were hospitalized with COVID. Doctors delivering the baby after Davy was put on a ventilator. The couple passing away a few weeks apart, leaving behind 5 children. Daniel texting family before he died last week.
He was trying to breathe and he said, if anyone is not vaccinated, I suggest you do now.
And while some states are vowing to fight that new federal vaccine mandate for companies, New York City calling vaccination the key to its recovery. Despite the protests from some city workers who went back to the office today, they will have to get vaccinated or face weekly testing. Businesses like restaurants, gyms, and museums now require to ask the public for proof of vaccination or face fines.
Some people are like, well, it's my body, my choice. But we also have to think about other people.
And with all eyes on possible vaccine booster shots, officials have said older Americans and healthcare workers could be first in line if they are approved. But tonight, 2 top regulators who are leaving the FDA have joined international scientists in an op-ed in The Lancet, arguing it's too soon to recommend boosters for the general population, pointing to evidence the vaccines are still highly effective against severe disease.
Stephanie Ramos with us live in New York tonight. And Steph, the FDA this evening, I know, is responding to these 2 vaccine regulators who joined that op-ed questioning whether boosters are in fact needed right now.
Right, David. An FDA spokesperson tells ABC News that although 2 of their vaccine regulators are arguing that widespread boosters are premature, those views do not reflect the views of the agency. An advisory committee is set to meet on Friday to consider booster data for the Pfizer vaccine. The White House says it will be ready to roll out these boosters a week from today if they are approved. David.
Stephanie Ramos leading us off tonight. Thank you, Stephanie.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.